Chapter 2 Sleepy Vale? Amity immediately wakes to the gray world. She really needs to workshop a new name for this place. She's sure Luz can help come up with a fitting name for this place. The Blight notices that she's the same distance away from the streetlight. She wonders if this is like her spawn area, like in a video game. She walks to the light. She sees Luz curled up under the bench like a stray kitten. Adorable. You're back! Luz pipes up, her head hitting the underside of the bench. Ow! Wow, I thought you weren't ever coming back. The tan teenager carefully crawls out from under the bench. She doesn't want to hit her head again, if she can avoid it. The medium waits for the trapped teen to crush her in a hug. She doesn't want to admit it, but she loves the feeling of being held by Luz. I'm sorry, Luz. I don't know what happened. I was standing next to you for a second, then I was in my room. Amity leaves out her siblings, thinking she overdosed on some sleeping pills. Have you been able to leave? Luz looks at the other teen with watery eyes. No, I'm stuck here. She begrudgingly releases the other from her grasp and sits on the bench. There's nothing. I can't even sleep to pass the time. It's so damn boring. Amity nods along. She thinks about her tarot card reading from earlier in the day. Well, I'm back. Let's just talk. Talk? Talk about what? Luz loves talking about everything under the sun. The pale teen smiles, seeing the excitement build in her new friend. Anything you want. We can talk about your day, this place, or even your swim trunks. Luz's smile practically shines. Amity feels like her smile is bright enough to cut through the gray nothingness. Do you like them? Your mommy got them online for the Pride Parade. Amity wanted to go this year to the parade, but she doesn't want her family finding out about her sexual preference. She doesn't want to be heckled by her family if they don't approve, or God forbid, have the talk with her mother. Nope, she'd much rather stay in the closet until she moves far, far away from her family. Seeing Amity's frown and her prolonged silence, Luz feels like she offended her only friend. Sorry, I should have asked. The pale teen shakes her head aggressively. No, don't worry about it. She wipes her suddenly very sweaty hands on her pajama shorts. I haven't told anyone yet, but, I like girls. Luz tilts her head in confusion, like that statement is so obvious, everyone in the world knows. I figured. Amity's eyes widen in fear. If a complete stranger could tell, could her family possibly know? The teen in the rainbow trunks holds her hand out, trying to calm the other. I know that look. It's the not good gay panic face. I only know because I have the best gaydar in town. Luz pauses and taps her chin. Wait, scratch that. Best bi-fi in town. Luz playfully laughs and waves her iconic finger guns around, earning a small giggle from her new friend. The best part is, you don't have to worry about me blabbing your secret. The tan teen points to the gray abyss. I trust you regardless of being trapped wherever we are. Amity looks up to the gray sky. It looks like the same shade as everything else around the two. Well, we're going to name this place. It feels like it needs a better name than that one place. As if Luz has been waiting for that particular question to be asked this whole time, she claps her hand together. Yes! I've been thinking about calling it Silent Hill, motherfucker. But I'm pretty sure Konami would find a way to sue me from in here. Amity agrees with her statement, but this place feels more calming. Almost like how it would feel to stand inside of a white noise machine. Then I thought, Sleepy Vale. Isn't it perfect? This place feels like the set of a sleepy western town covered in fog. She points at the lamp above their heads. If cowboys had electricity, of course. Amity lightly nudges Luz with her shoulder. I'm sure that's not running off of real electricity, but I get your point. Sleepy Vale? It is. The two teens talk about every possible topic they could come up with. Well, Luz did most of the talking. Amity feels like she's been in Sleepy Vale for days, but she enjoys her new friend's company. She blinks and sees the darkness of her room, faintly outlined by the green light of the smoke alarm. Amity checks the time, burning her retinas in the process. Are you fucking kidding me? 4 fucking hours? Amity shoves her face into her pillow and screams. "Ah!" This has to be a curse a ghost put on her. At this point, she would take a sleep paralysis demon. Wait, could Luz be a sleep paralysis demon? It would explain why she can only exist within the light's parameter. Maybe that's the reason why she can't sleep more than a few hours a night. Amity flicks on the lamp on her nightstand and flips to a clean page in her diary. She creates a T-chart. One side is Luz is a demon, and the other side is human Luz. She then flips back to the previous page where she wrote down a tarot card reading her mother gave her. The young Blight wonders if her reading is a self-fulfilled prophecy, or does she have to actively shape her future? She's seriously too tired to think. Later, Amity sits in her room at the family shop. She's getting ready for a seance. What people don't know is the candles and the gemstones covering the table are just for show. In the beginning, when she first demonstrated her powers, people didn't believe she could call upon the dead with a twirl of a finger. She slides 2 more folding chairs around the circular wooden table and lights 3 candles in the center of the table. Tonight's scent is warm flannel. It's what she imagines a butch lesbian would smell like. The dark green hair of her siblings pop out from the doorway. Both are wearing green and black magician outfits. Ed is wearing a black top hat with a green cape, while Emma is wearing her green and black lace corset on top of her green dress shirt and slacks. It looks like the dynamic duo had finished their last show for the evening. "Mittens!" Em sings to her sister. "The ghost hunters are here. Want me to send them in? Or should we dazzle them?" Ed flicks his wrist, and a tiny rainbow shoots out from his fingertip. Amity rolls her eyes and walks over to the mini fridge stocked full of various brands of energy drinks. She pops open the tab on one drink with a flashy logo and pours the precious liquid into a tall coffee cup. The medium takes a healthy sip. Let the nerds in. She then flops down in her chair, greeting the incoming group of men. She watches as one man with thick rimmed glasses sets up a tripod in the corner of the room, while a different balding man places ghost detection gadgets on the table. Once the group is satisfied with the configuration, Amity asks them to join hands with each other. "We would like to challenge you to summon someone who has never lived in this town." The youngest of the group smirks, passing her an object she instantly recognizes as an iPod Nano. She remembers having her own as a child in middle school, a hand-me-down from her older sister, who moved on to the newest model. This device has scratches and pieces of paint missing from heavy use. Amity had to refrain from telling the man he's an idiot for doubting her skill. Then again, she doesn't believe half the shit her family does. The medium has the group chant a phrase in Latin that roughly translates to, "This is a waste of my time. I want to go home." She then has the group of ghost enthusiasts close their eyes so she can call upon the owner of the iPod. Amity draws a circle in the air with her finger, causing a small portal with a lavender border to open. The portal itself isn't visible to normal people. "Yo, I'm a medium." Amity waves at the specter. "These people want to know if the afterlife is real." The ghost picks up the iPod, causing the haunting gadgets to flash or beep. Oddly enough, it looks like a shitty version of a nightclub's light show. The group of ghost hunters scrambled to document the phenomenon, but that really meant they were screeching like howler monkeys and pointing. "Holy shit, what the fuck? Oh my god!" They couldn't believe the small musical device was floating in air without the use of fishing line. He looks at Amity and points at the iPod, which is holding a charge after being drained of battery for years. "Girl, I haven't thought about this in so long." Amity smiles. at the ghost who is, in the great words of Snoop Dogg, dropping it like it's hot. I know you're having fun, but I have a few questions. The specter ceases his dancing and places his hands on his hips. Go ahead, girlfriend. The medium counts off on her fingers the big 3 questions everyone asks. What's your name, age, and how did you die? The ghost sassily pretends to flip long hair over his shoulder, but he has a flat top. Shit, you want my social security too? Amity shrugs. Fuck if I care. I'd rather let you dance for a rested playlist. She then takes a long sip of her energy drink. The coolness of the ghost is keeping the beverage at a perfect temperature. Maybe there can be a market for ghost-powered coolers. Keep your beer cool with spooky. It's a mixed bag when she summons a spirit into the realm of living. Sometimes they're fucking irritating or downright depressing, but she's glad this guy's partying it up. Die like how you live, right? Well, my name is Davon Walker. The ghost rolls his eyes and snaps. Girl, I better not hear anything about my age, boo-boo. Amity wishes her siblings could talk to spirits like she can. This guy would love to talk to Ed about updating his wardrobe. No shame, honey. She smirks, taking a page out of Ed's social book. I'm 32 and died in the worst way ever. Like, bitch, I didn't have my nails done yet, or even put my good jeans that show off my booty. Amity sympathetically agrees. Yeah, tragic. The spirit's sass ramps up off the gay chart. She can feel his homosexuality seeping into her pores. Then this bitch was like, come pick me up from work. Girl, you should have bought a car instead of buying all that bling. Then bam, my ass slides off the bridge. Amity nods along to the dramatic retelling of the story. He is so much more entertaining than Harold from 1871. Davon skims through more of his music. Girl, the lesson here is to say hell no to those bummy ass hoes. Amity stands up and cracks her fingers dramatically. It's showtime. Your special spirit for tonight is Davon Walker, 32 years old, died when he hit a patch of black ice and slid off the bridge. The incoherent screaming returns.
Holy shit, what the fuck? Oh
All the men are talking over each other. She should start looking into charging more for ghost hunters, like she does for the social media influencers. Shh. It's embarrassing that grown-ass men come here and forget how to act. If you want a clear EVP, I need a moment of silence. Amity turns back to the ghost. Go ahead, whatever you want to say for the next minute. The spirit uses the iPod as a microphone and sings his little ghost heart out since his favorite song is already playing. It's Britney, bitch! Davon dances like he's being filmed for a sexy music video. Amity covers her mouth, trying to keep herself from giggling at the scene before her. This is the exact reason why she doesn't believe half the shit that happens at the shop. Thanks, Davon. I hope you had fun, but you need to go back home. Please paste the iPod on the table and I'll send you back. The medium has the group repeat the same chant and lock hands with each other. Amity twirls her finger to open the portal, but when she looks in, she sees Luce climbing the street light in Sleepy Vale. Before she could shout something, Luce falls off and face plants perfectly on the pavement below. Luce could cosplay as a pancake now. Ooh, girl, she's messy. I like her. Davon smiles over Amity's shoulder. She waits until she sees Luce jumping on her feet and angrily kick the light with her foot and hop around holding said foot. Yep, Luce is fine. Amity opens the correct window to the afterlife for her guest, who is more than happy to leave and share his new experience with his friends. She turns back to the group, ready to grab each one by the back of the shirt and toss them out the door, like she's a bouncer. That's it. Davon has returned home safely, and if you review your footage with a few different filters, You might even be able to see an outline or the shadow of a spirit. Amity mockingly bows to her audience. Thank you for visiting Blight's Palisman. Please come back anytime. On cue, Aldalia is standing quietly in a doorway with a big smile plastered on her face. She talks to the ghost hunters while escorting them out of the building, planting the seed of come back and spend your money. Once the building is secured, both women head home. Amity notices her mother is glancing over at her more than usual. Maybe she sees how the insomnia is affecting her, though her mother doesn't say a word about it. Amity flops on her bed, now dressed in her Azora pajamas, to show off to her new bedtime friend. Wait, that sounds sexual. She shrugs off her inner monologue and mentally prepares herself for another night of no sleep. She feels like at this point, if she got 15 hours of sleep, she won't feel rested. It seems like her time in Sleepy Vale doesn't allow for her body to rest. Amity turns her phone to silent, forgetting that step in her nighttime routine. She sees the annoyance trying to contact her a little after 2 a.m. is Basha, one of her friends, the group jock and resident idiot. Firebolt tutorial. Who the fuck changed my name? Amity snickers at her deviancy. She wanted to see how long until Basha noticed the change. 4 hours is the answer. Next time, she's going to Photoshop Basha's profile picture, which is a lame selfie. Her plan is to make her forehead progressively bigger until she notices. Witch bitch 128. It was me! Firebolt tutorial changed your name to Lord Chungass. Lord Chungass. I know where you live! Lord Chungass has changed Witch bitch 128's name to Plague Poker. Lord Chungass. Cause you play with dead people all day. It's party time. Damn, bitch, I was trying to sleep. Lord Chungass. Hey, Skara! Let's have a sleepover tomorrow night. Lord Chungass. I haven't seen you hoes in forever. It's party time. Whose fault is that? It's party time. Simp. Plague Poker. Simp. Lord Chungass. Assholes. Lord Chungass. My place at 9? It's party time. Dank. Plague Poker. Sure. Lord Chungass. Leave the crazy X and ghost at the door. Amity places her phone on a nightstand and stares at the ceiling for the next few hours until her body allows her to sleep.